You walk into a room and suddenly forget why you came there. One moment, the intention is clear: keys, phone, water, one simple thing. Then you cross the doorway and the thought disappears. Most people laugh it off as distraction. But in many traditions, thresholds were never ordinary places. Doorways, gates, windows, and borders were zones of transition, where one state ended and another began. Ancient people did not use the language of neuroscience, but they may have noticed a real pattern. Crossing a threshold changes attention. That is where the threshold begins. Long before psychology gave this experience a name, people surrounded thresholds with ritual. They placed symbols above doors, paused before sacred entrances, and treated gates as more than simple openings and walls. In ancient Rome, even the doorway had a divine guardian. Janus, the spirit of doorways, archways, beginnings, and passages. This matters because a threshold is never only physical. It separates inside from outside, safety from exposure, the known from the unknown. When you cross one, your body enters a new environment, and your senses scan new light, new objects, new sounds, and new risks. The threshold became a place where the mind prepared for a different world. That is why thresholds became sacred. Modern psychology gives this strange experience a name: the doorway effect. At the University of Notre Dame, psychologist Gabriel Radvansky and his colleagues study what happens when people move through doorways while trying to remember objects. Participants moved through virtual and real environments, carrying information from one space to another. The result was striking. People were more likely to forget after passing through a doorway than after moving the same distance within the same room. The doorway acted like an event boundary. The brain treated the new room as a new episode, and the intention from the previous space became harder to reach. The door did not steal the memory. It changed the context around the memory. That is the doorway effect. The hidden mechanism is not supernatural, but it is still fascinating. The mind does not store thoughts in isolation. It stores them with context: where you were, what you saw, what your body was doing, and what goal mattered in that moment. When you cross into a new room, the brain begins updating its model of reality. New walls, new objects, new light, new purpose. That update helps you understand where you are now, but it can weaken the thread connecting you to what you meant to do before. This is why walking back sometimes helps. You are not traveling back in time. You are returning to the context that held the memory. That is the hidden mechanism. An alchemist does not fear the threshold. They learn how to cross it consciously. If you walk into a room and keep forgetting why, do one simple thing before crossing. Name the intention, say it quietly, or repeat it in your mind. I am getting my keys. I am entering this room to write. I am crossing this doorway to begin. This small act anchors the thought before the context changes. You can also carry an object connected to the task or pause for one breath at a threshold. The point is not magic. The point is attention. A doorway can scatter intention, but a conscious pause can seal it. That is practical alchemy. Protect your light. Stay awake.